Good morning, my name is Lydia Silva, and today I'll be presenting an old family recipe called sopa, or Mexican bread pudding. This recipe has been in my family for at least 5 generations. My mother taught me to make sopa when I was about first grade. 3 things I'll be covering about making sopa are the cost, the general instructions, and the techniques used when making sopa. First, the cost. The ingredients are really simple and cost effective. You're going to use bread left over from, say, a barbecue, using hamburger buns or hot dog buns, anything that's left over, sandwich bread even. It really doesn't matter, as long as the bread is mild tasting. You do not want to use anything like green chili bagels to make sopa. The other ingredients that you'll be using in this recipe are milk, butter, sugar, eggs, and cinnamon. Don't forget your raisins. The ingredients cost about $202.40 to make. So it's really cost effective. Your general instructions. You're going to heat your oven to 350 degrees. You're going to take your bread, tear it up into chunks about 2 inches big. You take a popcorn bowl sized dish, about 1.5 quart dish. I like to use a ceramic one. You add your butter, your raisins, your eggs slightly beaten, the cinnamon and the sugar into the bowl and the bread, and don't worry about mixing it, just put it to the side for now. Your first technique that you're going to use is scalded milk. Now I know that sounds weird, what is scalded milk, but it's really simple. It just means to bring something right before the boiling point. In the old days, milk was not pasteurized, so they had to scald the milk to kill the bacteria. Today we don't need that because milk is pasteurized. If you do not scald the milk, it is going to alter the texture of your recipe just a bit. So you want to make sure to do that. If you've been trying to duplicate one of your grandma's recipes and it's not coming out quite right, scalded milk could be what's missing. Now, if you like to measure things specifically, it's 180 degrees is where the milk is going to be scalded. But I like to do things by visual. So you're going to see a light froth around the edges of the pan, and you'll know that it's time to turn off your heat. Now, to make sure that you don't burn the milk, you want to stir as it's heating up. You're going to pay close attention. If you miss this point, it will boil over. So you're going to take the milk, once it's scalded, you pour it over your other ingredients, and then you gently mix it up. Don't blend it, just gently fold it in. The second technique is baking with a water bath. And this also sounds a little bit complicated, but it simply means to put a pan of water in the oven while you're baking. The hot water provides a consistent, steady heat source, and it ensures that it bakes evenly. You're going to take a roasting pan with about 2-inch sides, and you're going to take your sopa dish, put it inside the roasting pan, all of that into the oven, and then you fill the roasting pan about halfway full of water. That's going to ensure that you have enough water, it doesn't evaporate before you're done with the bake. So you bake that for about 40 minutes, and you've got your sopa. So the next time that your family calls you up and reminds you got to bring a dish to a gathering, remember the cost, the general instructions, and the techniques for sopa, and you too can bring a dish that they will never forget.